Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly here. Hey, Marcos. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Hello. We'll get started shortly.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly here. This is our big news class this evening. Our big news class. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Brandon. Welcome, welcome, Brandon. Guys, we'll get started shortly. It's our beginners class. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Thanks, Brandon. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here. And I'm going to give you guys some good information here as new traders. All right. So Marcos, I know you're new to trading. Brandon, are you new to trading? Have you traded before, Brandon? Let's see here. All right. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So, 1 second here. Oh, okay. So yes, you are. Okay. All right. All right, so you trade, but not systematically. All right, okay. Well, I'm gonna give you guys some good nuggets here this evening, okay? Good nuggets you can take with you. All right, this class we do it every Tuesday, and it's focused on new traders in particular, okay? Brand new traders, whether you've been trading for a few weeks, have never taken a trade, all right, or even if you've been trading for a while and just still trying to figure things out, all right, this is the place for you guys, okay? If you're new, right, and you really want to get into trading, I recommend we have classes every evenings from Sundays through Thursdays and every other Friday. All right, but the beginners class, I highly recommend it if you're new to trading. All right, so you guys should see my screen. All right, I'm going to recommend this book. All right, it's one of the books that we use when we do one-on-one coaching with our traders, our new traders. All right, so that book is called Trading in the Zone. So we give this book free again to our training, our traders that get involved with our one-on-one coaching. All right, Trading in the Zone. All right, Master the Market. You guys should see my cursor. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Okay, by Mark Douglas. All right, Master the Market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. Okay, by Mark Douglas. The audio book is also available on YouTube. So if you go into YouTube, type in Trading in the Zone, there's a free audio book. So you guys can start listening to that information. When we trade, guys, 90% of our work will be all about our mindset. Okay, all about our mindset. And this is perhaps Trading in the Zone, the best book that I've come across in all of my years of doing this on trading and as far as your mindset and understanding how trading works. The thing we want to do is we want to think and behave like a professional trader. All right. So Brandon, if you're looking for some tools to kind of to help you systematically, right, strategically, Trading in the Zone is, I highly recommend it. All right. A lot of our students, trading students really love it. All right. So I recommend this book, highly recommend it. All right. So take a note of that. All right. All right. Okay. All right. As new traders, I'm going to ask you guys, okay, what is the main concern that you've got coming into trading? What's the main concern you guys say you might have or you have coming into trading? So I can kind of, that might help me in going over some of the topics this evening, right? I have a general idea of what I want to cover, but you guys might have some ideas of what information that you might need. All right. So when you guys, as you're coming into trading, are there some topics or ideas that you guys want me to talk about that you're looking to get some information on? Hey, Travis, welcome.
Hey, David.
Hey, bud. Any topics or ideas, any concerns you guys have as far as trading that you guys want me to talk about? None? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go through some of the basic foundations that we need as new traders. All right. Please stop me, guys, if you have any questions. Okay. All right. So this is all we're doing is having a conversation. All right. We're having a conversation about trading. All right. The more questions you have, the better. Okay. All right, so Brandon, identifying the phases again. All right, so we'll go through that. All right, the four market phases. All right, that's very important, very, very important. I'm glad you mentioned that. So we'll go through the phases again. All right. Okay, so let's get started. All right, and we've got Travis here. So Travis is, I would say Travis is almost a veteran now with us, right? Almost a veteran here. It's amazing how—
Too much pressure.
Too much pressure, huh? It's amazing how, you know, when we get into trading and we start trading, everything moves really fast. So in some professions where it might take us years to become really good, if we pay attention and we do the work, in a few months, 3, 6 months, a year, we become really good. Things are moving so fast in the market, right? In these markets. So it's good to have Travis here. All right. Hey, Gerald, welcome, Gerald. Welcome, welcome. All right.
How you doing, David?
Very good, good, good. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to share some information here. And Brandon, before we get to the 4 market phases, let's start with support and resistance. Okay. If you guys, if you've heard about support and resistance before, it's good. This is a refresher. This is our foundation, right? So it's always good to keep going through this stuff, right? Getting as much information as possible, all right, to build your foundation, all right? It's always when new traders come in, right, to us to start trading, the biggest concern is always, you know, where do I buy and where do I sell? Where do I enter? Where do I exit? Okay, that's usually one of the, you know, one of the big concerns. Well, David, where do I buy? Where do I get in? All right. And then the next thing is, well, what do I buy, right? What do I get in? What do I get in? What do I buy? Okay, when do I get in? And most traders aren't concerned about where do they get out. Okay, I've got to kind of push them to think about, hey, where do I get out? Everyone wants to know where you know, where they get in, right? Where do we get in? But we also have to focus about where do we exit, all right? Where do we exit? So support and resistance, if you guys do not have this, right, this chart, you should see the chart on my screen here. And you should also see my cursor moving around. If you don't, please let me know. Okay, so this is important. So write this down. Support and resistance is going to be the keys to your success. Okay, so everything starts with support and resistance. Everything starts with support and resistance. Okay. All right, so support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right, this is so important. You guys will notice, those of you who have the systems, you will notice that support and resistance is built into our systems automatically. All right, and the reason why is because it's that important, right? Most traders have to draw their support and resistance lines in our systems. In all our systems, they're drawn automatically as price moves. Okay, it is that important. Okay, understand that all your buying decisions and all your selling decisions will come from support and resistance. So we need to understand how this works. Okay, whatever you guys hear out there, all right, there's a lot of information out there. Support and resistance has been around a long time. Support and resistance, moving averages. We'll get into moving averages later. Okay, but support and resistance, very, very critical. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so you guys, new traders, you guys have to learn this. It's not an option. It is not an option. You have to learn support and resistance, and you've got to figure it out. All right. And that's why we're here, to help you guys figure this out. It definitely is the keys to your success. So understand what's happening here with support and resistance, okay? Think of resistance, this line here. Stop me, guys, if you have any questions, okay? This is important. So resistance is made when price touches the same area minimum of twice, okay? Once is just a high. When the price comes back to that area, all right, minimum of twice, now you've got resistance. The more touches we've got, the stronger the resistance. And think of resistance as the ceiling in your home. So right now you're at home, right? That's the ceiling, right? That's resistance. Prices can't move any higher. That's resistance, okay? Support is the reverse. Support is, think of support as your floor, right? Your floor, price can't break support, right? It's holding support. So think of resistance as perhaps $100 and support here at $50, all right? And the reason we've got support and resistance are made is because there's a battle between buyers and sellers, all right? So buyers are looking to take the price higher. Sellers are looking to take the price lower. All right, so there are buyers sitting here and sellers sitting here, right? And they're battling for position. Same here, buyers are sitting here at support and sellers are sitting here at support, okay? All right, so in between this area here, I hear so many traders, they want to trade right here, right? And a lot of traders want to buy here. They want to buy at support because they think they're getting a lower price, which they are, right? They're getting a lower price, but this is not a good place to buy, all right? So many traders try to buy here and sell here. Understand, this is not tradable, all right? They're looking to buy at support and sell at resistance. I hear that so many times, right? So we don't want to do that. All right. What we want to do is want to buy on the break of resistance. So when the price breaks resistance, guess what? There's no longer a battle for price, right? Or direction. When the price breaks resistance, now the buyers are in control. Okay. So only when the buyers are in control, when the price breaks resistance, we should be buying. Okay, understand that we don't control this price. Only the big traders, big hedge funds, big institutions can control the price action because they trade in high volume. So when they decide to push the price higher, break resistance, right? Now we want to get in and piggyback on their move. Okay, so write this down, everyone, right? Write this down. We want to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support, all right? So we always want to buy on a break of resistance because the buyers are in control. We want to sell, exit, get out on a break of support because the sellers are in control. This is very, very important. Okay, so let me repeat. We always want to buy when the price breaks resistance. And I'll show you guys some examples of this. Buy when the price breaks resistance because the buyers are in control. Okay, think of the price going higher, moving up, breaking this wall, right? So it's broken this wall right here. And now, right, we've got new buyers coming in. All right, so know this, whenever the price breaks resistance, that's new buyers that are watching this resistance line and now they're jumping in. All right, so we want to buy on the break of resistance. We want to sell on the break of support because guess what? The sellers are now in control. The sellers are now in control. When the price breaks support, you've got new sellers. All right, people are closing positions, traders are closing positions. We've got new shorts coming in to take the price lower. All right, so we don't want, if we buy, guys, if we get in, once the price breaks support, we want to get out because the sellers are now in control. So just remember that. All right. Pretty simple, but it's very difficult to do when we're in the trade and money's on the line. All right. So you have to remember this and stick to it. We're going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. I recommend you guys go on you can go on Google, pull up everything you can on support and resistance, start looking at charts. All right, really get familiar with support and resistance. It is going to be your foundation. All right, the next chart I'm going to, I'll go over here is Brandon had mentioned the 4 market phases. All right, so the 4 market phases, let's bring up that chart. Okay. So what's nice about the 4 market phases, and I'll show you guys a twist to it, right? We've added a twist to it. I think you guys will like, all right? So this is the 4 market phases here. So this is very, very important. Everything we do is important here with trading, right? But these tools are especially for new traders, right? This is important. So if you guys don't have if you don't have this, take a picture of this or a screenshot. All right. I always recommend to traders that you guys print this out, print it, have it laminated so that you have it at all times for your records. Okay. So so we started with support and resistance, and think of the 4 market phases as your roadmap. All right, so think of the 4 market phases as your roadmap, right? You wouldn't get on the road without a map, right? Knowing where you're going to go, right? All right, so think of this as your roadmap. I say, hey, if there's a holy grail in trading, this is it. Okay, so the 4 market phases that every trader must know. Okay, it's going to start with accumulation at the bottom here. All right, and you guys will need to get to the point where you've got these phases memorized. Okay, accumulation number 1, markup phase number 2, number 3, the distribution phase, and we'll go through some examples. All right, distribution number 3, number 4, markdown phase. Okay, so let me repeat. First phase, accumulation. Second phase, markup. Third phase, distribution. Fourth phase, markdown. Okay, so there are only 4 phases. 4 phases, 4 market phases that every trader must know. It's that important. All right. Okay, so let's start with accumulation. Right, that previous chart I showed you guys at support and resistance is this phase right here. That's the accumulation phase. All right, that's the accumulation phase. And think of accumulation is you gathering, right? You gathering, you're buying, you gathering, you're buying. All right. So your accumulation phase will always be at the bottom. There are other areas where you will have accumulation, but preferably we want that accumulation phase to come in at the bottom, either the bottom left, the middle, or the right. Okay, that's the accumulation phase. The accumulation phase usually comes after the markdown phase, but we're not going to focus on that yet, right? All right, so accumulation comes when the price falls down, right? So we're getting a cheap price, right? It's accumulating here, all right, between support and resistance. And we talked about support and resistance, right? So price is battling, right? Traders are battling with price, holding between support down here and resistance, all right? The price finally breaks resistance right here. And can anyone tell me who is in charge? When the price breaks this resistance right here, who is in charge, buyers or sellers? When the price breaks resistance right here, you guys can see my cursor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very good. So, okay, so who, once the price breaks this resistance, who is in control of price? The buyers or the sellers? Right, I just went over that, right? The buyers are in control, so we should be buying. So this is our trigger to buy, right? So you guys should never have to wonder about where do I buy, right? Where and when do I buy? You buy when the price breaks resistance because the buyers are in control. All right. So phase one, the accumulation. Once the price breaks resistance, the buyers are in control, right? That's called the markup phase. So now price is moving higher or it's trending higher, right? That's the markup phase. All right, that's the markup phase. 1 second here. All right, that's the markup phase. Okay, very good, Marcus. Very good. The buyers are in control, okay? All right, so that's the markup phase, okay? Now the price is going to move higher. Understand, I know we all want the price to just go up forever, right? We want it to continue to trend forever, but that's not how it works. Eventually, the price will have to slow down, come to a halt, come to a stop, and guess what? Consolidate, kind of like it did here. Okay, consolidate, accumulate like it did here. Okay, once the price stops, can't go any higher and break support right here, that's called the distribution phase. Okay, the distribution phase. So that's done. So we are done, right? So started with the accumulation phase, right? Price finally broke resistance. That's the markup phase. All right, understand that the price can't go up forever. It's going to stall, come to a stop, right? Think of traders are resting, price is resting, right? That's distribution once the price breaks support right here. And this is our cue to what? What are we going to do when the price breaks support? What are we going to do when the price breaks support? What are we going to do when the price breaks support? We are going to what? Exit, right? Sell. Good job. Good job, Marco. Sell. We're going to sell. We're going to exit. All right. So we're going to buy here, and sell here, guys. So if you want to know when we want to buy, we're going to buy when the price breaks resistance, sell when the price breaks support. When the price breaks support, we've got sellers are now in control, right? Sellers are in control when the price breaks support. Remember that, right? So that's called the markdown phase. So we should be out of the trade. Okay, we should be out of the trade. So we're going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right, always remember that. Within the markup phase, we've got reaccumulation. A reaccumulation, meaning we've got new buyers, more buyers entering the market. So all those traders, right, that bought here and missed out on this opportunity, as price consolidates again and break resistance, right, this is their chance now to get in. All right, and then this is your opportunity to add to your position also. All right, so within the markup phase, we've got reaccumulation. So just think of reaccumulation is we added, we're buying more. All right, we added, we are buying more. Reaccumulation. All right, on this side here, all right, in the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. All right, so the price, right, so we got a sell signal here to get out. Now the price is moving lower. That's the markdown phase, right? Within the markdown phase, price is taking a break, right? So it's consolidating again, right? Kind of like it did here. And it broke support. So we've got new sellers. So we got new folks are closing positions. New sellers are taking short position, and they're continuing to push the price lower in that markdown phase. Okay, so these are the 4 phases. that every trader must know. Very important. So we started with support and resistance down here, all right, in that accumulation phase. Price broke resistance, and you guys are going to see this on every single chart, whether it's a stock, whether it's a crypto, Forex, right? Doesn't matter. Every single instrument that we buy will go through these phases on every single time frame. Okay. Okay, so anything we trade, we're going to go through this phase on every single time frame. Your job as a trader is to identify the phase that it's in. Your job is to identify. So just looking at the price, after you go through this, after you take it to memory, you should be able to visually look at a price chart and know automatically, just like that, okay, that it's in either the accumulation phase, markup phase, distribution phase, markdown phase, reaccumulation phase, redistribution phase. Okay, understand the accumulation phase, right? That markup phase, that's buyer's territory. We should only be buying. See here, green, right? It's green. We should be only be buying. Here on the right side, red, the distribution phase, we should only be getting out, closing positions, or going short. All right. All right. Any questions on this? This is important. As new traders, we have to get this, and we have to get this early, right? And the benefit you guys have is you're getting this information now, right? There's so many traders that do not know this information, do not have this information, and they're randomly getting into the markets and randomly trading. Okay, so consider yourselves lucky, okay, to have this information. All right. Okay, so the next chart I'm going to show you guys is the 4 market phases, but with a twist. All right. So here is the 4 market phases here. Take a picture of this one. Guys, take a picture of this. All right, so the 4 market phases, but now we start all over again. Okay, we start all over again. So it doesn't go down forever, right? So that markdown phase is going to come to a stop, right? And then we're going to start all over again with that reaccumulation phase, another reaccumulation phase. And we're going to start that process all over again. I see so many traders that look to get in short down into this area in here, right? Where they should be waiting for the next phase, okay? For the accumulation phase, okay? So phase 1, accumulation, phase 2, markup, phase 3, distribution, phase 4, right? Markdown. And then we're going to start all over again. All right. All right. So when everyone is panicking, everyone is selling, everyone is panicking, you guys can, guess what? Anticipate that accumulation phase coming again and be getting ready to, guess what? For the price to break resistance right here and take it all the way back up. Okay. In that markup phase. Okay, so these are the phases here. All right, Brandon, does this help? This was your question. Does this help? All right. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right. Also take a picture of this. Take a picture of print screen. All right. Print it, laminate it so that you guys have it. All right. It's called trend following, and that's what we do. Trend following the meat of the trade. Trend following the meat of the trade. All right. So we went through support and resistance. We went through the 4 market phases. All right. We closed the loop. We closed the loop with another accumulation, right? We started all the way over again with another accumulation. Now we need to understand, all right, why we follow that process. Okay, so trend following the meat of the trade. Understand, guys, we make money on trends. We don't make money between support and resistance. All right. Although that's tradable, you can trade that. It's very, very difficult. We need those big trades, those big trends, right, to make money. All right. So take a picture of this. So trend following the meat of the trade. All right. Understand that here is that markdown phase. Okay. So look at my cursor here. Price is coming lower. Price is coming lower. That's the markdown phase. I see so many traders are looking to buy because they think the price is getting lower. All right. And they buy in this area here. We don't want to do that. We want to wait. All right. For the price to stop, have a support, make a support down in this area here, accumulate right here, breaks resistance. So this dotted black line is resistance. That's where we enter. We don't enter down in this area here. That's dangerous, guys. We want to enter right here when the price breaks resistance. Okay, we want to enter right here when the price breaks resistance. As the price moves through the markup phase, all right, I see so many traders get greedy, right? You know what? I've been doing this a long time, guys, and traders hate to get out on a breakout support. They really do. They hate getting out on a breakout support, and they really hate getting in on a break of resistance, because what they'll say is this: David, I am missing, you know, the price was down here at $50 and right now it's up here at $70. Why couldn't we get in down here, right? Because I've missed, you know, I've missed all of this, the lower price here, right? They've missed this lower price. And traders really hate missing, especially new traders, right? They try to get all of the trade, right? And they're like, David, you know, why didn't we get out here at the top, right? Why didn't we get out here? Why do I have to give up? Why do I have to give up all my profit and get out on a breakup support here, all right? Understand, guys, that this is not tradable, because guess what? The price could keep going higher, right? The price could keep going higher, and we haven't broken support here, all right? This is not your money, right? This is not your profit. You can't count this, okay? Here, that's not your profit. That's not tradable. If you trade here, guess what? The price could keep going lower. If you get out here, the price could keep going higher, just like it did here, just like it did here. So we've got to wait for the sellers to come in. It is very difficult for traders to give up this profit here. It is. It's very difficult for traders to give up that profit. But as new traders, if you understand what's happening, follow this process, you don't mind, right? You understand that this is not tradable. This is not your profit to give up. Okay, this is not your profit. Our trade is between here and here, right? Remember what I said, we want to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. And we call that the meat of the trade. Okay, so write this down, the meat of the trade. We want the meat of the trade. We want the sweet spot. This is the sweet part here of the trade, right? We want the sweet part of the trade. We don't want all the trade. We're not going to get all of the trade. Everyone, all the traders out. Most traders want all of it. They want the whole thing. They get so greedy, right? They want the whole trade, all of it. We just want the meat of the trade, right? We want just the middle. We can't get the bottom and we'll never get the top. That's a fool's game to try to get the very top and try to get the very bottom. You'll chase price forever, all right? You'll chase the price forever, right? We want to buy when the price breaks resistance because the buyers are now in control. Sell here when the price breaks support, okay? Because now the sellers are in control. Buy here, sell here, the meat of the trade, okay? All right, so let's take a look at some examples here, and then I'll let you guys go. A few more minutes here, and I'll let you guys go. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and we'll take a look at some live examples here. 1 second. Oh, hey, Peter. Welcome, Peter. All right, let me share my screen here. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples in Forex. All right. Okay, so here is an example here. Okay, so we are only going to look at this trade here. I just want you guys to look at this trade right here. Okay, so right here. Okay, all right. What phase is this right here? What phase is this? Anyone, what phase is this? What phase is this? All right. You guys are using the chart this evening. All right. What phase is this? What phase is this? Anyone? You guys can speak up, please. Anyone? What phase is this right here?
Markdown.
Markdown. Very good. Thanks, Travis. Markdown phase. All right. So this is the markdown phase. Here is your accumulation phase. Okay. So markdown phase, sellers are in control. All right. Here is your accumulation phase right here. All right. So that's your accumulation phase right here at the bottom. All right. So we're waiting for the buyers to come in. That's the accumulation, markdown accumulation. What phase is this? What phase is this? Markup, right? That's the markup phase right here, markup phase. Between here, that's your reaccumulation, guys, right? That's your reaccumulation, right? Price broke support right here, right in here. Right, we got a sell signal to get out. Sellers are coming in. All right, this is your sweet spot. Remember I said, right, that everyone tries to get the very high and they try to get the very low, right? We want the meat of the trade. The meat of the trade was here. That blue arrow is where we bought. That white arrow here is where we got out. So that's the meat of the trade right here. All right, so most traders try to buy in this area here, right? Guess what? If you buy down in this area here, it can keep going down lower, right? Just like it did here. If you try to buy in this area, guess what? It can keep going lower. You've got to wait until the buyers are now in control, price breaks resistance. All right. If we try to sell at the top, guess what happens? Guess what? Price can keep going higher, right? Just like here, just like here, just like here. It wasn't until here, right? Price kept down, right? Broke support right here, right? Red candle, right? That's a big seller here. Big seller came in, right? Broke support. We got our sell signal right here to get out. All right, makes sense. All right. So let's move forward in time. Here, there's another one here. Price broke resistance right here. Got a buy signal. That's reaccumulation. We are continuing that markup phase. So we didn't have distribution here because guess what? Price didn't break support. It kept moving higher, right? Buy signal here on a break of resistance. Guess what? Broke support right here. Broke support right here. Got a sell signal here to get out. And this is why, guys, we have to get out when the price breaks support, because the sellers are now coming in. And when they come in, they could move the price a lot lower. All right, look at this. The price is all the way down here. Red candles, red candles, red candles. Guess what? We are out of the trade out here. So we bought here, sold here. Bought here, sold here, and now we out waiting. Okay, what phase will come next? Okay, well, I'm going to ask, what phase is this right here? What phase is this? What phase is this? What phase is this? Right now. Right now. What phase is this? It's the markdown, right? The markdown phase. And what phase will come next? What phase will come next? What phase will come next after the markdown? Right? After the markdown phase, right? After the markdown phase, we'll have accumulation again. This is accumulation here, accumulation again, and then markup. Okay. So here's accumulation again. That's a horrible accumulation, but it's accumulation nonetheless. So accumulation, accumulation, accumulation. Price finally broke, and now it's in the markup phase. Okay, tested resistance failed, got out. Tested resistance failed, got out, and now this one worked out. All right. All right, any questions? We're done, guys. So any questions for me? Any questions on anything? As new traders, this is what you need to know. Support and resistance, the 4 market phases, and we want to get the meat of the trade. All right, any questions for me? Any questions for me? Hey, Peter, Travis, do you guys want to go over any trades so the new traders here could see what you guys are looking at?
Sure. I'm in Facebook.
Facebook. Let's see here. Look at the dollar, guys. Amazing. Are you shorting it?
Earnings tomorrow. Yes.
Peter.
I thought if the market was gonna bounce today, I wasn't gonna short it. But at the very end, huge selling, huge. So I don't think Facebook will survive tomorrow. just comparing Facebook and the QQQ, and I thought we were gonna rally because just like Monday.
We're getting really bearish, nicely bearish, right? Nicely bearish.
I'm gonna do a small position, just a small one put. But
What time frame are you trading it on?
usually daily trade, I trade like 30 minutes, 1 hour.
All right, guys, new traders, kind of listen to how these experienced traders are talking, right? What they're looking at. This will help you guys. Let's see here. Some of this stuff you don't want to do right away, all right? But you'll figure it out. Let's see here, Peter. Let's see. Let me bring in more data here.
So this is a super low risk trade. It's only going to cost me $180, but I bought a 150 put. So this is
Okay.
just a small dip my
Yeah.
toe in the trade.
Yeah.
150 put
Okay.
expiring on this Friday.
Okay. All right.
And it only cost me $180. So that's just a small position betting that this is going to go down.
Okay. You've got a shot here. The 30 is not over. It was oversold here, but it's pulled back a bit. You've got a sell short signal right here on the 30-minute, right? So I see what you're doing here. The 240 is you're not going to you're playing it's in oversold territory.
Yeah, it's oversold. I wouldn't have done it unless the tech sector and Tesla sold hard. Like Tesla lost 12%. And then aftermarket, Google, Microsoft all were down. So then I'm just saying the sellers are in, people are panicking.
Yeah.
And you probably went over the QQQ made another low. It was like it was holding support and then just made another low. March 15, it came back and touched that low. And then the February low too, the 24th. So that's why I don't think Facebook is going to survive tomorrow.
Yeah, if you look here, if you guys look here, we are hitting a pretty big support here at the NASDAQ. All right, so here is support right here, and we're right there. So if we get some panic, let's see what the futures are kind of flat this evening.
And my main Facebook position is basically I'm selling a call. I'm selling calls and then I'm covering the call. So that's my main position. I'm selling a way out of the money call.
Oh, okay.
So they'll never use it. So I'll keep their money.
Are you doing anything with IWM yet?
I was staying out of it because I was anticipating that it's gonna bounce and I was gonna sell out of the money put. But right now I'm just holding steady. I'm waiting. It's a, when you're getting, when you're right there, it could go both ways. So I'm just waiting for they tell us what's going on because this is such a support. So it could rally. I don't want to get caught in a rally.
Yeah, watch it closely. I know.
So what I'm trying to do is conservative. I'm waiting until it breaks and then it comes back to the previous support, becomes a new resistance and continue downwards.
And you'll put it on a smaller time frame to see that action. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
All right. I would love to see you make some.
I mean, I'm going to short this, but I lost a lot of money on my options when it chopped sideways.
I know.
I had over 5,000 shares.
Yeah.
Shorting this, and it killed my account. So right now,
but this is a new day, right? It's a new day. Right. Yeah. It's a new day, right?
I want to short this. It's I'm just like,
and you don't have to go heavy, right? Just like you're doing with Facebook. You don't have to go heavy, but if it Peter, it could really break. I mean, it's
yes. And basically if it really breaks, I'll take a position, a naked put, but my main position is gonna be, I'm gonna be selling calls, like, are worthless.
Okay.
But the
The
last time, the last time when I went heavy and it rallied, oh my God, I don't think I could survive. My account can't survive another
yeah,
big hit. So
yeah. It's tricky. It is, this market is crazy, right? It's
yeah,
doing all sorts of the VIX though. Look at the VIX, right? The
yes.
VIX is nice. Look at that, right? I
That's why I
mean,
want to play the Facebook tomorrow.
yeah. Uh, they are, look at what they're doing in the futures market. They're
So
really
this time when I short it, I'll
uh-huh.
just short out the stock. I'm
Okay.
not going to use leverage. I'm not going to use options because shorting the stock, I'm not going to get killed on time decay.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have time. You have time to
Yeah.
let it play out. They're look here in the futures market, they're buying volatility.
Volatility. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's good, right? So, so yeah,
It's it's the violent rallies. Like whenever you have that support and the support holds, boy, when the rallies is just nonstop rallying, and I will really get killed if it rallies another 11 days.
well, if we look at seasonality, right? Sell in May and go away, right? This market has been having a very difficult time, right? Moving higher. So, and all the indexes are testing support. They're all at a support area right
Yeah, they
now.
are.
Yeah,
That's why I'm just kind of waiting.
yeah.
And then actually I'm trying to play the rally because that rally would have made all my money back.
But don't bet
So
on
I'm
it
just,
though. Don't bet
yeah, I
though.
don't bet on it, but I'm
Don't
just kind of
bet.
like
Yeah,
waiting,
yeah.
waiting till are we just gonna go chop sideways for the next
Peter,
couple months?
Peter, we could go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go down. So that's what I'm saying, right? Don't expect what happened the last time. All right. Right. Be very, very nimble. Do not expect, because they could take this market down, right? We coming out of the season. All right. Right. We're going into the summer month. That summer months are very, very hard in the market. All right.
Okay.
Very. That's when every crash that we've had, mostly every crash happens in the summer months. And that's why we've got that saying, sell in May and go away. Sell
Okay.
in May and go away. All right. So if we look here, don't be looking for a rally. If it comes, it comes. But if you look here, we have lower highs, right? The trend is down, right? And yeah, you could have you could have some rallies come in, but look at this trend line right here, right? I mean, really pay attention to this.
But this market is really tricky. It's like, it's like, ooh,
It's tricky, but look
it's
here, look here, look here. So we've got a triangle here, downward trend line, lower highs,
yeah.
right? Lower
I see that.
highs.
I mean, I see that.
Yeah,
I'm
lower
just like,
highs. We're at support right here, right? We had pretty good support. Here is resistance right now, right here. And guess who? There's more. We're in the markdown phase. We are in the markdown phase. Okay. See here, right here. Here is your consolidation in here, right? Here it is. Pretty good resistance, pretty good support, and prices. So it breaks this area. This is a pretty big support right here. Held before, and right, we're back here again.
let's talk about the support zone. So I'm thinking this is such a strong support. At least we're gonna have some kind of battle right here. Right here. It's like, buyers and sellers gonna be a battle. We're gonna see some little chop, but you know, what do you think? The last two times when they're trying to hit this level, sellers couldn't win. The buyers pushed it right back up. So that's why I'm cautious.
So we've got a sell short signal right here. So we've got a sell short signal right here.
Yep, I see that.
Okay, yeah, we've got a sell short signal. The pressure is definitely to the downside.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, lower. It's going down. Think of the traders that shorted up here. Think of okay, so think of all the traders that shorted, that went short here, right? Those traders are really happy, right? They shorted at the high, right?
Yeah.
Think of the traders that shorted here. They're doing good. All right. Think of the traders that shorted here. They're doing good. The price is moving lower. It's steadily moving lower.
I'm just trying to pick my position.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pick a good position and what I don't want.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no rally happening. There's no not like this here. There's no markup phase happening like this. Okay, so all right, so
yeah, I just tell myself like, look, you need your money needs to survive another day. Okay.
Yeah,
you,
I know.
like when it really breaks down, you need to catch that down. But
there'll be opportunities. There'll be opportunities to trade. Lots of movement though. I mean, that's nice. We want that volatility, right? We want things to open up.
That's why I'm playing the Facebook, because that I'm still exposed to the short position, but it's I wouldn't have played it if yesterday rallied. If today rallied, I would have stayed out, trade lightly. But you know, Google went down, Tesla went down.
Oh, they'll all go down.
Yeah. So it looks like if the volatility VIX is up,
VIX, the VIX, right?
They're gonna have a hard time. Buyers gonna have a really hard time.
So as far as the VIX now, you know, this is supposed to be the beginner's class. Peter.
Well, this is basic stuff. You need to know what's going on with the index. You need to know what volatility.
You need to know this. Yeah. So as far as the VIX, get this here, 37. It's at 33 right now. 37. Guess what? It can really push this market down. All right. We need some selling to come into this market. Quite honestly, right? We need things to break down. We really do. We need selling to come in, flush everyone out.
Could we go back to the Facebook? And I'm a little bit kind of concerned about the chart.
Okay.
Can you look at it on the daily time frame?
Okay.
I'm sorry. One more level up, weekly.
Weekly, okay.
Yeah. And the reason why I brought this up is it's coming right down to the pandemic, the March support. So the next low. Yeah, actually it's one up. The purple.
This one here?
No, yeah, the one that one.
This one.
That was the March pandemic, right? Yeah. We're coming right closely to it.
Think about those traders that bought in at 383 up here. That's a lot of pain.
So if the earnings is not positive and the seller, the buyers and sellers, could really go down to that level. That's crazy.
This is crazy. This is a falling knife.
Yes.
This is the definition of a falling knife right here. So here, so 136 should not be.
Yeah, 150 is my small position. I only spent $180 on the 150 put.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. You should get that. You should get a nice spike down. Yeah.
It could totally go the opposite way. So it's like there's so many shorts positions that could rally too. So,
yeah, understand that Yes, can it do this, what it did before here, you know?
Yeah, that is. Oof.
And yeah, I mean, it could do this.
But I can't believe we're back to March. This Facebook is back to March 2019.
I know,
Wow.
that quick. I mean, that's quick. That's quick. That happened really quick. And that's what happens. Takes a long time. Look at this. It takes a long time to go up.
I mean, this is the first time I'm as a, you know, like in 10, 12 years that we see technology breaks down like this.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, it's, you know, yeah.
I mean, I didn't think this could happen. Like
Yeah.
to see this kind of
Yeah, once you go through, yeah. So I've been through a few of them. I've been through the .com. I've been through 2008. All right. 2008 was my lesson, my big lesson. You know, 2001, I was dabbling in things, but 2008 was a big memory for me. So yeah, this can happen. That's why we do this, you know. That's why we sell on a breakup support. That's why we do this, because they can sell really hard, really fast, really hard,
and
really
it's
fast.
not going to accumulate. We're just in the beginning of interest rate hike. We're just in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, Facebook, it's at 180, it could go to 40. It really could. It could go to 40.
I wouldn't believe it if you told me.
Yeah, it could go to 40, right? It could go to 10. And then what we do is we just wait and pick it up and pick it up. And that's how you make money. That's how you make real money in these markets, right? So let's see on a monthly time frame.
Because we have a strong bull rally for the last 12 years. So nobody is ready for this. It's like,
that's when it happens, right? I mean, look at all these overbought, right? And the last support major, where we had some support here at 122, and then the next one is right over here, and that is at 40, 35, 30, 37 right here. And that is very likely, if it gets down to here and it breaks this support, which was the previous buy right here, buy and sell right here, it gets to down in this area here. Yeah, it can go to 40.
I mean, when you look at this chart, like as a buyer, why would you even try to buy this?
You can't. It's a 49. This is 3 months, all right, worth of price action. And what we should be doing as traders, right, is just I love this. I love it. I love this. So we shouldn't be afraid of this, right? I want it to go down. I want it to absolutely get down in this area here and pile up. That's how you make money, right? Let these markets come down. They will eventually, this isn't a bubble, right? It's look at this here, 380, 381, right? Now it's at 180, right? So if it gets down in this area here, wait for that accumulation, wait for the buyers to come in and pile in. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. You know.
Wow, I didn't even see on the monthly. It's underneath the moving average.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the weekly.
And I want you guys to really think about this. Think of those traders, those investors, right, that are not watching this. They're not watching it. They just love Facebook. And they think that Facebook is going to just go on forever, right? And they're in this. And we haven't had this type of selling. Let me put on a time. Let me put on a time. Let me put on the time. 1 second here. So we've got to think differently. We really do. We have to think differently. All right. So if you guys look here, we haven't gotten selling like this here. All right. We had 1 month of selling. They came back in. We haven't had 3 months of selling since back in 2013. So we haven't had selling like this since the last crash. Since the last crash. Okay, so this is where the selling came in. I don't know when Facebook came out, where it started as far as the IPO. Let me see if I can go back. Let me try to get more data, and then we'll be done. Let's see here. Oh, customize. Okay, that's 20 years. Let me go back just to see. See if we can get more data. Okay, same amount of data. So I guess the IPO might have came out 2012 or so. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So it must, when the IPO came out, it must have been right at 37. It might have been right at 37. And so right down in this area here. We are not far. We're not, when we look at the chart, we're not that far. I mean, we're not that far, right? If we can get down in here, right? So that's about what, $40 or so, $50 from here to here, $50, right?
I mean,
And
the
then,
last drop was ugly, just from what, 283 all the way down to 220-ish.
you mean here, 283
Yeah,
here?
the last earnings report.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just as ugly as Netflix.
Yeah, yeah. So, yep, I love it.
Yeah, we make money.
Yeah, I love it. This is yeah. Bring it on, bring it on. Right. We're not in here. We're not up in here holding. Right. Bring it on. I wanted to, yeah, bring it on. Drop. Up. That's what we want to see. All right. And you're seeing the same price action on the, you could do this, Peter. You could put a monthly, do a monthly, weekly. I mean, I would do a monthly, kind of like this. You know, bringing a monthly, probably bringing a weekly, daily. This could be a big trade. This could be a really big trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a big trade. It's been a big trade already.
Yeah. This trade, Netflix, it's the huge trades. It's
yeah.
like,
but there's so many of them. There's so many
opportunities shorting right now.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities, right? And the other markets are moving too. You know, we've got the dollar. Don't forget, you know, the dollar. Look at this, man. The dollar is moving, right? We'll get a buy signal soon. That dollar is moving. Travis, you still in your position?
I am, and I'm also in USD CZK.
Oh, okay. You got into that one. Okay. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Good job. Good job. And your trade is right here, holding nicely. Good job.
Yeah, with the VIX is up, yeah, most people are gonna pile into the dollar. So
Mhm,
you should see another push up.
mhm, mhm. This is what we do. I love it. This is what we do. We make money on volatility. We like movement. We don't like consolidation, right? We need these markets to move. We don't care up or down. We don't care. As long as we've got movement, we can make we can make money. I talk to so many traders, right? And that hey, a lot of traders, they come through and they're looking at Bitcoin and they want Bitcoin to keep going higher. And I have traders now that, man, they just want it to go lower. Now they want it to crash. After learning all of this, they want it to crash, and so that they can get it cheaper. So that's the mindset, right? We just follow, right? When it's going down, we can short it or just wait for it to get cheaper, and then buy it again when the buyers come in. All right. So, let it fall. If you can short it, make some money, but this is nasty here. This is nasty. And it can get Facebook could get really, really bad. And it doesn't matter what we think. All right. It doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what we want. And this is a good example, especially for new traders, right? Doesn't matter. When they come in, they start selling. Look at this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, guys. Thanks, Peter. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Travis. It's good for the new traders to hear from you guys. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a great evening and good job. These markets are
everyone.
crazy. Good luck, guys. Take care. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. Thank you, Dave.
Okay. Bye-bye.